Hello, guys. I know you guys can hear me. Welcome.
On right now.
I got Grandmaster Yasser Serwan with me, bringing you the. Wow, it's coming up to the semifinals, Yasser. This is the quarterfinal matchup, and if the
Right.
Chessbrahs win today, we qualify for the final four. So welcome everybody.
How exciting is that? Indeed. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
The last time we played them, we did win, and the last time we played them, Eric was also playing against them, which I think played into the decision to why Eric is playing again this week for us, Yasser. So
Okay.
I guess just top to bottom for our lineup: Grandmaster Alexander Grishuk, we have Grandmaster Anish Giri, Grandmaster Alireza Firuja, and Grandmaster Eric Hansen. So we got our bench warmer back off the bench, Yasser.
Yes, well, it's very nice. Eric enjoyed his riding the pine there for a while, but now he's back to work.
Chicago win lineup. Board one, they have Grandmaster Ray Robson.
Yeah.
Board two, Grandmaster Ilya Nizhnik. Board three, Grandmaster Jorge Corey. And board four, Grandmaster Alexander Shimanov. A pretty balanced roster, top to bottom.
Right.
No specific weak link. We do have all the players in the call here, so I'll just bring that up. It's nice
Perfect.
to have everyone there. We got Grishuk. You can see them there on the screen. We got Giri, Firuja's there as well, and Hansen. So nice to have all the players in the call. I think they're ready to go.
Let's take a look at Mr. Chessbrah himself.
His game has ended in a draw, actually. So
That happened fast. Okay, what happened? This looks like one of those Berlins with Rook E1.
Well,
looks-
Eric is, he's board four. He knows his
Right.
role. He comes off the bench, puts up a quick point there, quick layup, gets that
Yeah.
0.5. The time has really separated. So this was actually what happened, and he allowed this bishop to a5 move because of queen a6.
That's nice because now he has gobbled a pawn, that is to say, Anish. It's gobbled a pawn, and it's very clear that Corey is trying to hang in there, frankly.
Right.
So bishop g5, rook f3, queen e2, rook e1. Is black going to sacrifice his queen? Bishop d2?
That looks like a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck's going on here? Well, that's a winner. That's a winner. Well, that's on the board, actually.
Oh, wow, they caught up to us pretty fast.
Jeez, well,
and
Yasser, there
that's
you go.
that's because Corey has no time. Woo!
Well, this
Rook e1.
Well, this has to be just too much. Board two, Anish won a nice game with that cute bishop d2 tactic that we saw earlier, Yasser. It's in a king and pawn end game, so I know that there's got to be a clear evaluation here. Probably it's just lost for white. I don't know. It feels like that's very quick. Well, I think they might just play. Okay, so he went g4, and now h6. Isn't that? Oh, okay, he just went for that. I'm sure he's calculated it. He's just gonna queen that one first.
Yeah, because there's an extra pawn on what?
Yeah, because there's a b pawn, so that's gonna be the issue. Yeah, that he's still got it because the problem is all you need is that one move, and essentially he's gonna bring the queen close enough that he won that one. We're gonna head over to Grishuk's game, which is the important game in progress. He's actually got a piece, but it's at the cost of 3 pawns, and he seems to be lacking some coordination. But this is a key game here with 24 seconds for Grishuk. Firuja lost, Eric drew, and so far Giri won his game. So it's tied right now. And they've been playing some moves, just to mention, some repetitious moves. So both players that have it in the back of their head right now that, hey, maybe this guy's going to repeat. So I think that's at least what they're both thinking of. And yeah, they might just go for it here.
Right.
Tense position, but does either one
Tense.
want to play a different move than what they're doing right now? I think if white plays something else, he sort of releases a lot of the tension. I don't know. Would you go for it with white? I feel like I like white's position.
No, I would probably take the draw. Yeah,
Yeah, he really spiced it up with
F5.
f5 and taking the e pawn.
Whoa.
He's going all in though. Like I think he saw that bishop and he said, "Look, I'm going to compromise a lot of things to get that piece."
Okay, so that's what it was all about. He's really going after the piece.
And white
And
knows that essentially yeah, he's got a pawn up right now, but it's all an investment because obviously g5 and f4 is just unstoppable. So he was
right.
always preparing to give that back. And yeah, essentially it was this position that turned into what we just saw. And then I guess the round finished 2-2 in round one. So it's definitely going to be a very, very tense and closely fought match. He did bishop f4.
Bishop f. What? Bishop. Okay, I'm really having trouble guessing the players' moves. Are we going to see a draw after bishop f4?
Well,
wow. Yeah, I think we are. Something's off-putting on Isha. He's not. He's not playing for b4 because the knight on a6 is being too irritating for him. Well, that's a draw. That's your three-time repetition.
That's a draw. Assuming he wants to take it, I don't see why he wouldn't. He's going to take it. That's a draw. Okay, there you go. We caught the game before it ended, though. So just trying to get a picture of the opening real quick here.
Mm-hmm.
So immediately we can see this bishop is not too happy, and Eric looks like he has a lovely looking position.
That knight on c4 is a Thor. I mean, that is a real god.
Just look at the pieces. Like, this bishop isn't participating, the rooks are not connected, and there's no way for pieces to get over to the king side in time.
This looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, here you take.
There we go. Okay, well, this has to be.
Okay.
This.
Yeah, but looking good for the Chessbrahs. By the way, I like knight g3 a lot.
Yeah,
I thought that was really nice to stop queen g4 because there's a knight e2 check. So this is really, really nice.
Board 4, sure. Eric came away with a victory against Ilya Nizhnik in a nice sacrificial fashion. Looked like a beautiful game start to finish. Point out the last move that occurred was just rook f5 so that, hey, the king can even walk up comfortably and we can utilize the whole h-file. You know, what the heck is going on here? My goodness.
Holy smokes. What's going on?
What a scary position. But look at the time. Ray has got less than a minute.
Uh-oh. That looks like a perp.
It looks like he's going to take this perp because that looks like a scary position to keep playing. I don't see anything. So this is going to be a draw, I believe. It was a draw on board 3 for Firouzja, but what a crazy, crazy game that looked to be. We saw here, and we knew it was going to be very fun. G5 immediately, but he had to get some counterplay.
Right.
And as a result, is basically that this d pawn is going to fall, and you can imagine that white just has to go all in. There's not really time for, you know, tucking the king, because that else puts it in more danger. So, yeah, he pretty much just, both sides went for it here. I don't know if anything was particularly missed.
And wait, sorry, in this exact moment, I really thought, yes, thank you. I really thought that rook takes e4, funnily enough, was the threat.
Yep.
But I don't think it does anything to avoid the perpet anyway, right?
Correct. Grishuk here, he's got a huge time advantage, Yasser, and this is the type of position that you love to see a player of that caliber in.
First impression is black is totally toast.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's not even close. It's just, ugh. Everything is domination by white. The open file, the great bishop, the isolated pawn. I mean, it might be even, materially speaking, but it's just so bad.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, and the guy's got 30 seconds. This should be really rough to play. And that bishop, yes, you can't understate how annoying that is. You cannot ever challenge that file.
It's just a torture to play. Now here, what you probably want to do is start with rook c5. That's kind of
get your guy inside the position. Yeah, he's done it. Nice move.
Super nice.
And he won on
White
time.
won on time.
That round actually went in our favor. 2 wins and 2 draws, so 3-1 result in the round, which takes the overall score 5-3 for the Chessbrahs at the halfway point.
Outstanding. Love it.
Oof. Nice job from Firouzja.
Ooh.
Turn that game around. A lot of time pressure in that one contributing, but man, how the heck do you navigate that safely?
Right. And he does it with, just no time, just like spanks out the moves.
Yep.
Queen d5. Very, very, very nice.
Looks like Giri is going down here. Check and c7.
Whoa, that's a big turnaround.
Yep. That game is over. Yeah, sir. Grishuk, I have to go here because, man, 23 seconds for Grishuk. He's got a very solid position, but you got to feel that there's issues here for black. Yeah, bishop on d6 is really, really solid, but I guess the long term, I feel like because that pawn is loose, there are issues.
Rook f3 is a boss move. Either that was a very good move or it's an overreach. I mean,
yeah, to just give that. By the way, it's 6 minutes, right? He's just going for it. How do you handle that? I mean, yeah, now this is a 3. Put your rook on f4. Now it's actually being attacked.
Right.
So we know that he's got that. It's whether he has something else in mind.
Right, precisely.
That's pinned and that's attacked, right? There's not many other pieces in the position to use.
Pin him and win him.
Yep.
Okay.
This way.
Okay, so so Ilya is playing for the win.
Yeah. Very tough position to play.
As black.
Yeah, as black, yes.
Yeah. And that is a good move. Queen b4. It just makes yeah.
Barely got that move off.
Uh-oh, what's the time?
Yeah, I was gonna say d6. Don't know the evaluation of this, but I assume that
no, that was really, really bad. I thought that Sasha had to play f4. This is just
should be lost.
Well, yeah, this should be lost. This should be it's lost. Yeah. That's a loss.
Yeah, now he just takes the pawn. We actually had Grishuk lose his game. It actually, I think it was here. So white gets this pawn back on b7, essentially by force because it seems too hard to defend d5.
Okay.
And as a result, it just looks like black's pieces are kind of all over the place. Structurally, I prefer white.
I agreed. And I really despise this move, rook b8. Ugh.
This just looks like a nice move here. Knight c4 by Ilya, uncorking d5. That's just nice. Everything seems to work here. And that's how he ended up the exchange.
Right. Eric's got to come through for us.
Bishop d4. There's mates everywhere. He wants to put his rook safely, and then no, there's queen f7 as well. I think this is.
Holy smokes! This is, I mean the players just.
This is definitely.
This looks like a win.
Yeah, everything's hanging here. That's pinned. Bishop's hanging. There was actually queen takes e8 there, but Eric's got it. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Doesn't matter about what you missed there, as long as you find a win. Queen takes g7.
Eric,
whoa!
Through. Yeah,
let's go. Yeah, because it was looking a little slow here,
Yeah, we thought that Eric was for choice. He's got, but now things got hairy. Yeah.
King h1 to start.
Ooh, okay.
He's getting ready
for a nice restrained move.
Oh, he's got a few of those for you, Yasser. He's bringing the rooks in first. I like it.
Exactly. Now he wins back his pawn. Very good, very good. The open G file is very attractive.
Going to be some pieces arriving to d4 maybe, and okay, and it looks like after queen h4, queen g6 is a particularly visual move.
Bishop f3. That's a big and take that. Or
take that, sucker. You're.
No, I'm sorry. There was no bishop d4. I thought. Yeah. Excuse me.
Okay, so first rook g4, and then bishop e5, which, again, you're not terribly concerned about that bishop going down. But after rook f5, Jorge Corey went for queen f5. Now, you understand it, but after king g1, bishop g4, he was counting on queen takes, rook g8, right? And that he's up material here. But I think he seriously underestimated the move f5, f6.
That's a monster move because you're threatening mate in 2.
Queen h6, yeah.
And mate on g7.
And the rook's hanging, the bishop's hanging. And now, after this, you're supremely confident after bishop d4. Let's go. So that was actually, Yasser, all decisive results every single game.
What a round. 2-2.
And bring the overall match score 7-5 for the Chessbrahs. And as Yasser just outlined, 8.5 is the target score. So we need to secure 1.5 points in the next and final round. What in the heck is going on here? Rook c2 played, rook takes, and bishop c3. And he sacked there's nothing left. He sacked the house.
He sacked the house. He sacked the house for
But is this mate? Is this mate? Here.
There is a check on d3, and that would be mate. I think king d5 is the only move, right? But this is the key question right here. King e1 and queen e2.
Yeah.
Now, at the moment, bites up a rook.
Yeah.
And it looks
He's just
like
taking all his pawns.
A rook in exchange. So queen e3 wins.
Oh my goodness. Fallujah lost that game. It did go down. I don't know what the evaluation was. That was a remarkably crazy game. Grishuk.
Well, we really liked Grishuk's position when we left it, and he's putting together bishop takes check.
Ooh.
Always check it, maybe mate.
Oh, he's barely queen a6. Queen a6.
Mate.
There it is. That is a win from Grishuk. A huge game.
Eric's game just blowed up.
Okay.
I have no idea.
He lost that pawn. Bishop takes d4. If pawn takes, just rook takes, and if knight takes, bishop takes here. And then he takes there and takes there. Yeah.
And there's a knight h3 check and a queen g3 check. Weirdness with the bishop on e3, I mean.
Okay,
so
he takes back. Right, because now maybe can the queen shuffle somewhere? There's like a rook looking there. Eric, on the other hand, he's got his opponent down to 5 seconds, and he looks to be just up a piece. It's just winning. Yeah, 100% winning.
Yeah, this is exactly what we needed. We needed a stone cold win.
Just g5.
And I think Eric is providing that to us. Take on h.
Takes and g5 is mate. Eric up a full. Now Eric's got this as well. Eric and Grishuk putting together wins in the final round. Wow. There we go.
Our go-to players.
There we go. Look at that. Yeah. Nice one, buddy.
Yeah. Mr. Hansen in the house.
There we go. What a performance by Eric. Yasser put 3.5 points up.
Not bad. And he got the crush of the day. That game that he played with Ilya, my goodness, that was
sweet.
That was really sweet.
And they drew probably because both players are currently aware that the match was indeed over. And that means that in the final round, I guess we won that 2.5 to 1.5, and all we needed was 1.5 points. So the entire match finishes 9.5 to 6.5 for the Canada Chessbrahs. And funny enough, that's actually 9.5, 6.5 is the score of every single quarterfinal match. St. Louis made it again. China, Pandas made it again.
China Pandas.
And Armenia once again made it to the Final Four. So we're trying to be the new kids on the block.